I thank Jimmy for showing me this channel because what you have is some black women who are willing to tell the truth and shame the devil. You know, these women who come out of nowhere and start talking crap about me. This person who kept saying that I was crying. I am crying, girl. I am crying, girl. You know why? Because large numbers of you are so unattractive that men have to become passport bros to leave the country to find decent women. I'm talking about the weight. It is your weight. This is what the manosphere has been talking about for over a decade, right? In my local gym, which is Planet Fitness, I'm going back into my 3 day a week routine. Mind you, um, when it starts getting warm, I actually ride my bicycle to work. I ride my bicycle home, and then I meet my buddy. He gets out 2 hours later than I get out on my job, and I'll ride my bicycle to the gym, and then I'm going to work out for about an hour, and then we're going to go home. This is exactly the level of fitness that I'm on these days, and what I've been on for years. It's just like typically I slow down because the winters here can be really brutal. If it's not like a lot of snow in Western New York, we didn't have a lot of snow, but it's like brutally cold. And some days we get ice where it's hard to, drive and shit like that. Excuse my French. I'll typically bow out for the winter time. I I don't even lie. I just tell the truth. When the wintertime gets here, I typically stay the hell out. Then when it starts getting nice and warm, I go back. And then, like I say, I'll go get I have a really, really nice bicycle. And I'll go out there and I start riding everywhere. So my level of fitness is just really, really, really off the chain. Not only that, yes, it's a Cannondale. I'm looking at it right now. Really expensive Cannondale bicycle. Every time people see this bicycle, they're like, "Oh man, he's got that really expensive Cannondale." Yep, and I have a gun when I'm always riding on my hip because we have bike thieves and we just have robbers. So this is the time to. I see my tires are deflated and I have to get that going. This is the time for me to get my regular, not the e-bike, just the regular bicycle. Fill my tires and start riding my bicycle to work. So this is another way how I keep the weight off. And we have extensive bicycle trails in the Western New York area. We're talking about from Niagara Falls to Tonawanda, and then from Tonawanda to Buffalo, New York. And I've heard they have more bike trails that they did. I have to figure out where they are, But we have a lot. They did a bike trail. Well, they basically for the last couple of years they New York State sunk a lot of money into the bicycle. Buffalo, New York has a lot of bicycle trails, and they did the whole downtown area with bike trails. I have to really, really get more deeper into it to get on the bicycle trail map. because this is what I do when it's nice and warm outside. I just ride and ride and ride. And see, what these women do is them. Why don't guys approach me? The scale. It's because you're 300 pounds. And that was this person who I knew what that was all about. That was a cry for help. That was a cry for an interaction that I was not going to have with this person. Okay? Because instead of you trying to engage me, what this person needed to have done is this person needs to get on a bicycle. That person, when Michelle Obama said, when they go low we go high, it's true, man. I'm not. And I also thought about this. Because I'm going through some of this on my job with a white male. There are some people that just engage you in these conversations. You want to know why? It's real damn simple. They want you to react so that they will turn around and they will get your channel deleted. If I would have showed her face, if I would have showed her video of her talking, then she would have turned around and said, "This is bullying, harassment, and hate speech." She would have got my channel deleted. There are some people out here that try to get you set up, and so like they say, with age comes wisdom. I knew what that was all about because I've been through this before. This person, instead of trying to dialogue with me, what you need to do is do like I'm doing. And there's actually, closing out, there's actually an older woman in my community. She works in my local Walgreens. I was literally shocked. She's in her late 60s. I was literally shocked when she showed me on her phone. Mind you, this was during the winter time, that she walks 500 miles every single month. She said this is the only thing that keeps the weight off for her. She walks on her lunch break, even though it's cold outside. She'll go take a long walk. She'll come back to the job. She said she's always walking, and I can assure you, she's every bit of like maybe 63, 64. I can assure you she's not overweight. When she showed me her phone, 500 miles a month. I have an older man on my job, same thing. On his lunch break, even in the wintertime, he's walking. He just takes a walk along. He eats his lunch there, then he goes, takes a walk, or he will go. Excuse me. He will walk to a restaurant that's like about a mile away, and he's a fast walker. He'll briefly eat something there, and he'll come right back. He gets an hour lunch break. So he says all the time, this is the only thing that keeps the weight off is walking. And he does not have a smartphone. So he was talking about getting a I think it's called a pedometer that you put on your wrist or whatever to show you how much you're actually walking. Yes, there are people that don't have smartphones. Yes, it's true. I bump into them all, the older people who don't trust smartphones. But the truth is coming out. A lot of these women, you're not 4B because this movement is so amazing. That's just a cover for the fact that a lot of these women, I've been watching these videos yesterday. They're overweight. They're about a 3 on the sexual market value. You're overweight. You're overweight. You never had a chance to get with anybody. Stop embarrassing yourself making these videos and just I'm not giving anybody advice. All I know is I hit the gym 3 days a week. I ride my bicycle all throughout the week, and I'm going to start taking long walks. I only got to lose 50 pounds. That's not a lot of weight. You have to make yourself competitive, and stop saying it's colorism, it's this, it's that. We've joined this new movement. We're not playing with men. You can't deny anybody anything that people don't want. That's this person who tried to come at me with video after video. If I was to show your face and I won't do it, you're not denying anybody anything by withholding sex. Nobody wants sex from you, girl. I mean, for real. For real. Jimmy knows what this person looks like. Nobody's chasing after this woman to try to have a dialogue with me. You can't be, you can't be 4B when you're unwanted. It's true.